This video is about multiple languages. We have such possibility to add several languages of the same form. For that, we need to use the Edit Form option and then go to the tab Localization. Here we have a lot of languages which can be used for our form. The checkbox available means that we have a possibility to provide the labels for that localization, and radio button default mean that when our form is displayed somewhere on the forms publisher or on the web page of the client, it will be displayed by default on the selected language, which is set as a default, or we can provide on which localization we should display the form. We will see it little bit later. Now let's go to next. We have a possibility to change the language on which we want to provide some labels. On the left side, we can see that we click Edit Page option, and we have a name as a required field, and this name is the same for both on the left side. And English localization on the right, it's NI localization. It happens because name is something like an ID in our database. That's why name can't be changed when we change the localization. And a label is different. On the left side we have English version, and on the right part we have Netherlands localization. The same can be done for the questions, options, and all the possible elements which can be added to the form. As a result, you can see that we have different labels for the different localization. Maybe you have already mentioned that we have a name as a first question, but if you go to our forms creator, you will see that first place is for label and second one is for name. That changes were done some time ago, but our slides were already prepared, so we didn't change it. And in last video from the fundamental training, we tried to put our form to the HTML file. In current video, in the description, you can find the link to that form. And if you don't know what exactly this code means, maybe go to the fundamental training and review the last video from that course, and you will understand what we are talking about. At that point, we mentioned that we have such parameter as a local. It was mentioned by some language, but on that point, we didn't understand what it means, where it can be changed on the forms creator. And now we know that whenever we change the localization on that parameter, the different localization of form will be displayed if our form contains such localization. For example, if we select here the Chinese language, but actually our form doesn't support it, so the form will be displayed on the default localization, and the form can translate it by themselves. Also, very often the people who just started working on MyCubes on Ukrainian team, they try to create the form using Ukrainian or Russia languages, type the labels like that, but Forms Creator doesn't support any Ukrainian or Russian languages, so don't do this. You will find a lot of defects because of that. And now time to do the exercise number 9. As a result, you should see such form with provided localization. And here the example of the changes which you had to do.